Howdy folks, welcome back. Thought we'd go for a little ride. Give you my first impressions of the Super Meteor. Haven't been able to do a riding video yet, it's just been mods and bits and pieces. But it's quite a dry day. So let's go for a short little ride. I'm on my way to work, so yeah, I'll take you with me. Ooh, what's that? Sounds very nice. Scram 411, I think. So yeah, alrighty, it's on the centre stand. Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy to get on and off the centre stand, so that's all good. And let's hope you can hear these pipes. Probably not, because the mic's in my helmet, but yeah, we'll just burble along. Alrighty. So the Super Meteor then, I'm not going to go into all the stats, but torquey engine, 47 horsepower, cruiser style, feet forward. Long wheelbase, but very, very comfortable. So I've done some mods. I've got an aftermarket seat with a gel pad, very comfy. I've raised my bars, and this is the perfect riding position for me. Really, really comfy. And for a big bike, for a long bike, heavy bike, she tips in quite nicely. Not the sharpest bike, obviously, it's not that sort of bike, but for what she is, she's pretty nimble. Very, very smooth on the power. Throttle response is really good. And as you can see, she picks up very nice indeed. So the brakes on this, I'd say, are adequate. Well, no, I hate that word, adequate. They're decent brakes. Yeah, pretty decent. They do stop you. Excuse me. Gearbox is nice and smooth. So when I first bought the bike, I had a couple of false neutrals, but as I've run the bike in, that's disappeared now, so that's all good. So now the gearbox is lovely, very snickety. But all in all, a very lovely handling bike. Quite a nice visceral feeling. And plenty of power. Obviously not oodles of power, but plenty of power, but loads of torque. And that's what you want on a bike like this. And that was quite a tight turn, but she handled it absolutely fine. It does take a minute to get used to the forward controls, but it doesn't take long, and once you've got used to him, it's just like any other bike really. But it's super comfy. I know that when I do a long trip on this bike, I'm going to be comfortable. So that dark fly screen, that's doing a pretty good job of deflecting the wind. I can just feel a little bit on the top of my helmet, but nothing on my chest. I absolutely love riding this thing. I have no remorse about trading in my Himalayan for this. I absolutely love this. It's my sort of style, and it rides really nice. I've only had the bike a couple of months, so I haven't really got any niggles, but I'm sure some will crop up. But at the moment I'm loving it, and I've really enjoyed modifying it as well. So we've got a slightly few curves and twists in the road, and this is what this bike was born to do. Just these back roads, twisties, nice flowy sweepy bends, and this bike flows. That's the word I'll use. It flows. It doesn't carve corners, but it flows round corners if you ride it like it should be ridden. Just effortless. So yeah, first impressions, pretty good. For the money you pay, you're getting a really good bike. Fit and finish is very, very good. It is their flagship bike. And with the Enfields, every time they bring out a bike or update a bike, the fit and finish just gets better and better. And it's an easy bike to work on when you're doing mods and stuff as well. There's nothing really complicated, and it's simple, and that's what I like. I don't like loads of electronics. I ride my bike to get away from all that. It's quite a good, raw, visceral feeling bike. Very smooth, no vibes at all. Even at the higher speeds, no vibes. I haven't had this bike out on the motorway yet or done any really high speeds. I think the most I've got it to is about 80, but I'm sure that it would do 100 mile an hour. And at 70, 80, it doesn't seem to scream or whine or complain. However, what I would say the optimal speed for this is between 65, 70. That's where it's seems to be the most happiest. It's a nice comfortable cruising speed for this bike. So a lot of people on the internet who have this bike complain about the rear shocks, and when I test rode this bike I was in agreement, they were a bit firm. However, I've got Hagen shocks on mine which I put on when I bought the bike, and you feel the road surface but you don't get bucketed out your seat, or you don't get jarring bumps. You do feel some of the bumps, but it's, you kind of just glide over them, so it makes a night and day difference. So if you do buy a Super Meteor, I would suggest one of the first upgrades you do is the rear suspension, even before you put on a pipe. Because it makes a hell of a difference. Like, this is quite a bumpy road, but this bike's just eating it up. And even here in slow traffic, this bike is just effortless. It's comfortable, very, very stable. Stable at slow speeds. I mean, I'm doing about 18 miles an hour here, and it's just plodding along. And as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I've had my rear brake pedal just raised a touch so it's in line with the pipe, and it is now where your foot naturally lies, so it's just makes it even easier to ride this now, because I'm not searching for that brake or arching my foot too far forward. Literally, it's just a quick dab of the toe, and yeah, it's really good. Game changer, really. Just dabbing my toe on that brake and feathering my clutch, and yeah, look at this. Really stable. So we've got a really bumpy, twisty section here, and very sharp bends. Just demonstrate sort of how easy it is with this bike. Here we go. Yeah, that suspension just ate that up. And for a big, heavy, long wheelbase bike, this is quite a tight bend here. And it just tips in really nice. And just picks up beautifully. Nice wide bars, you've got good leverage with these bars. Yeah, she's no slouch. Very, very engaging ride. I'm only revving the bike just to try and demonstrate to you how it sounds, if it's coming through, which I hope it is. Very nice at slow speeds. So stable. Easy to find neutral, easy to find the side stand. There we have it, folks. First impression, Super Meteor. Really great bike. I get the same feeling with this bike as I had with my Triumph Bonneville Scrambler. That raw, visceral, lovely air-cooled. There's something about an air-cooled engine, just awesome. But there she is. If you haven't seen my other videos about all the mods, I talk about those. Just check out the channel. You'll find all the mods that I've done on there. But yeah, love this thing. I mean, it's quite grey and dark at the moment, and this colour goes really dark, but you get this in the sun and that green just really pops, especially against the silver. Does look nice. Yeah, love it. Alrighty folks, I think that's going to do it.